Now we'll stick with kids, but this time we go inside the third grade classroom of Mr. Pie at Parkview Centerpoint Elementary School in White Bear Lake, where traditional learning has taken on a technical twist with results so impressive, even the head of Best Buy's Geek Squad came by to take a peek.
What Sawyer and Elder are doing is playing a game called Times Attack. And Times Attack allows me as a teacher to set up my class and have accounts for each student. It all starts here as far as multiplication skills go. And as soon as multiplication skills down, division is down as well. And 80% of my students have multiplication skills to 12 down. What these two students are doing is playing a game called Tut-Pup. As you can see on the flag here, Tiana is playing a student from Canada. The U.S. flag is on. And which country were you playing?
I don't know what that flag is.
Okay, we don't know which country this is,
Argentina.
but Argentina. So that's an Argentinian flag. You know that? She beat the Argentinian by 7-6. And what were you playing? Algebra multiplication?
Yeah.
Okay. They call it Changemaker. It runs off of a Nintendo DS game called Brain Age 2. As if they were a storekeeper, they have to give the change back to the customer. And all four of them or three of them are competing against each other in doing the transaction. He's playing a game called Flower Power. He is near mastery level in organizing fractions, and then he's taking it to market right now. He earns an income. So this is Flower Power earnings, and this is the sheet from which I record their earnings into the what I call the Drillhead Nations Bank. No, Drillhead Dollars Bank is what it's called. I'm an investor outside of what I do here in teaching. So I use data, and then at the point when I realized that there was data on students which further showed me what they can and cannot do, and I saw the degree of variation between students in a classroom, it was clear to me that as a teacher, one teacher to 20 or 25 students cannot solve the problem with human capacity alone. So that led me to looking at technologies that I can incorporate in the classroom, which will allow students to be independent learners connected through the internet to content that is published from Canada, United States, United Kingdom, Japan, New Zealand, name it. I find those sites, I connect it to my website, and then I guide the students on what I want them to do. From September, when the first test was taken, to January, when we took our second test, in the 4.5 month or so period of time, we had gone from being a somewhat slightly below average third grade class to a mid fourth grade level class in the critical subject disciplines of reading and mathematics. Now, when I saw the data at that point, I was ready to buy my own cooking.
What do you like to do on the computer? What's your favorite thing to do?
Flower Power.
What's that? Really? Best Buy and other large corporations, give millions of dollars to educators every year. But dollars are one thing, but what he's doing is, much more deep than that. So the question is, what else can we do? What's the best way for us to help? It's not enough to put the stuff, the hardware, in the room, hanging on the wall, and expect, well, we've got computers in the classroom, now we're high tech. No way, it's a lot more work than that. It's got to be tied to performance. What I like what Mr. Pie is doing is he's looking at every single student, where they're at, what impact is it having, and I like how he's grouping the kids by how their brains learn instead of putting everybody in rows. And I think we all remember when we all were in elementary school, there was at least one class where we were not paying attention and he's trying to fix that.
Mr. Pai has taught both of my granddaughters. I started hearing about the things he was doing. And then because I'm on the K-12 finance and K-12 policy committees at the House, this very much interested me. So after witnessing it, I decided to invite the Department of Education to come in because I saw such achievement growth in these children.
What did you come up with for that last one? Those programs are really connecting with kids. It's fun, they're learning, they're remembering, and she enjoys it a lot.
These are technology tools that we certainly need to continue to look at when we are determining our technology budgets, what we can do, and we, as a school district, support these innovative teaching ideas.
Well, the petition actually came in as a result of a lesson launch that I did into our unit at the time on rights and responsibilities. One of the students in my class had said that all children have a right to technology. At the end of that day, I was thinking about what he had said, and I realized that there really was no right to technology in public schools. They have a right to education. So the second day, I practically removed every single piece of technology in my classroom, and they were aghast at what I was doing, and they started protesting. We had a protest song written against me.
She wrote a petition and decided to say, Mr. Pai, you're wrong. And it kind of just snowballed from there.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of people. Like, I counted how many people, and I have over 100. I want it to become a law.
Students in our class are trying to make a law that every class should have technology for children's use like we have. You can put your name in here
If you agree to our petition.
My hope is the same as theirs, which is that some of this be seen more widely, and like the business world would, when there is a good idea, more people get in on it and more people profit from it. I think in our world, if more people were to deploy these things in classroom environment, as opposed to in a computer lab, these tools are available at all times and they can use it to learn, and teachers can capitalize on the data that they get. It doesn't have to be within our school, it doesn't have to be just in our school district, but across the state if we can, because that will bring up a generation of Minnesotans who would have been better trained to adapt to the changing technological world.